so sorry I'm late.
I really enjoyed this one. There was a lot packed into such a short piece, and I was really impressed. I liked the story, and I thought the actors were really, really good. They were able to portray all the tension and these little nuances in their relationship. Like you could tell that the one character was really upset about something, but she was also really happy to see her friend. So it was really compelling to watch because you were just kind of wondering what was going on. They did a good job of letting that tension kind of simmer before confronting it head on. And I really liked how at the end there wasn't a complete resolution to their situation, but both characters were taking steps towards it. I thought it was a really accurate portrayal of real complicated relationships. And yeah, this is a really great story for such a short, simple piece.
I really like Turning Leaves. I really like the cinematography. That really is what stood out to me. I like the story and the writing and the directing and the editing were excellent, but the cinematography, um, it was helped by a good location, so great production design and great location scouting. But the cinematography really stood out to me. For especially for being a student film, very very impressive. So overall, I really liked it. So well done.
I felt that the short film Turning Leaves did a good job of establishing the dynamic quickly between Nina and Lindsey. To me, it seemed like Lindsey is not as actively trying to resolve or talk about anything, and that her privilege had really come into play between the two of them, and that she was largely unaware of it, and that had created this issue that they're sort of avoiding talking about at the beginning. And it seemed to me that Nina, in contrast, really wanted to do the work to resolve things and move forward, and was making an effort. But part of the distance that she had created was in response to her feeling like Lindsey couldn't or maybe wasn't ready to do that yet. I think that the setting for this film, though, allowed a space for them to, that was finite, for them to have to talk about their issues, and for the conversation about Lindsey's parents to come out, because they were sort of stuck together in this tent for a period of time.
I thought this was a really compelling piece. It was simple and effective, and essentially, we're looking at talking heads, but they managed to keep it interesting visually and also with the story, with the reveal of the relationship, of the development of it, how it's expressed to us, kept it really compelling because relationships are always the center of really good film, and this one is no exception. They just do a great job, and the performances are really strong. They do help to convince us, and all in all, a strong piece.
I thought Turning Leaves was so well done. It was, a simple concept, but really layered and complex subject matter. And I think that the acting was really well done because there was so much being said um, non-verbally. There was so much being said without having to say anything. So I think these two girls did such a great job. Um, yeah, and you could definitely feel the palpable tension and discomfort between the two of them, and being vulnerable. And I thought it was really interesting that despite that day that they had on the boat with the family, that the girl was still they were still open to having that camping trip, when obviously there were some things that needed to be discussed. And I just thought, good for them. That's really mature to at least still make an effort to see them and see if we can get past it, rather than just leaving it alone and either hoping that it eventually works itself out, or we'll just like call it quits on the friendship because no one really wants to address the elephant in the room. So I really liked this. I loved the ending about when she gave her the other necklace as well and said, you go do your own work and you come back when you're ready to me. I thought that was really sweet. So I really liked this film. I thought it was very well done and really well acted.
Whatever one's orientation, camping with your partner is always a bad idea.
because you start reviewing all the aspects of your relationship and there's no escaping discussing it. In this particular case, one of the women has the feeling that her partner's family doesn't really like her, and there was a discussion about this. The discussion we've all had, and they seem to resolve it well. And so it's a nice little film.
I totally appreciated their use of the melody from To Build a Home at the end. It was just beautiful. It was beautiful closure to this story about friendship, standing up for your beliefs and the people you care about, and also probably distancing yourself from people that apparently have no interest in supporting you or defending you if it's needed. Not because they don't want to, maybe they are not ready, as they portray here. It's reconciling and moving forward after differences as well. It felt natural. Real amazing performances, and the chemistry between these friends was very realistic. I totally enjoyed it. Their trip to the woods, the conversations were difficult conversations, but they need to be had to move forward. And this was an amazing depiction of how to start doing that. So I really enjoyed it.